Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. Chad is over here. So recording live from Duluth, GA at 6:46 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday, August 15th, 2022. Chad Xavier Harris here. Chad Xavier Films. Chad Trades. I clipped my fingernails, bro. So yeah. So because I removed and I didn't unpack my stuff. Been moved for like a month and I didn't unpack my stuff. So I just pulled my camera out of my bag. Like, let me get the batteries together and charge it and try to use it again, right? So, all right, I just came off filming my first official documentary called the Sad Chad documentary, volume one kind of thing. That's a project that I've been had for years as far as a project title that I would do projects for. Sad Chad was a series. If you look on my hard drives, if I release the footage, the old audio, you'll see Sad Chad, Sad Chad. You'll see it, Sad Chad. Like that's that's my tag for when I'm sad. Right now I'm Sad Chad. This is some Sad Chad shit you're about to hear, kind of thing, or whatnot. So, um, excuse me, pardon me. I have tobacco dip right here. So I'm just getting in the groove. Took a shower. It felt great. Felt really great. I love showers. And we're working on a new documentary now. So the nature of Sad Chad documentary was me exploring my darkest moments in life and really trying to analyze them and how they affected me and how I can best work through the changes in myself that were brought from those experiences and stuff like that. So, needless to say, that was just, hey, you want to roll around in your darkest memories for 12 hours? No. Like, I literally recorded like 12 hours of me talking about my darkest memories. So, that definitely took a little toll on me in this like very super somber mode of just not even going home, not going inside, staying away from everyone, not coming home, not really eating, not doing anything, just like I just I need to be alone. Like I'm literally trying to work through my demons. Like I'm literally trying to work through it myself. Like work work through myself. Work through my own issues. I'm really trying to explore the jungle trenches of my mind, the jungle canopy. Like my mind is like a jungle filled with bushes everywhere, long trees, and tree frogs, and piranhas, and anacondas, and black panthers. R.P. Bozeman. What Bozeman? What you mean? What you mean? That Bozeman. No, that Bozeman. Oh yeah, this one. Whoopsies. So, you know what I'm saying? 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 Tupac. Who am I? Tupac. Dottie Simpson was on SNL behind bars. Like, who am I? I'm Tupac. Ah. That right there is what will fuel the anger that will never die. Wompty whoop, whatever they was doing in Wompty whoop. I went to jail for 9 months for a crime everybody know I did not commit. Got shot 5 times and asked, who gets shot 5 times and asked? Oh, they do. Because they found the bullet. The police found the bullet. They found the bullet now. So what's all this other... How'd I get gunpowder all over me? Huh? So what was the doctors talking about, huh? So what's all this other in me, huh? They found the bullet. Shout out to Tupac Shakur to go, R.I.P. Tupac, man. We are hungry. Please let us in. We are hungry. Please let us in. We hungry. We need some food. Give me all the food or we breaking down the door. I'm picking the lock. Coming through the door. Blasting. Like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? We was asking with them. With civil rights. With the Black Panthers. We was asking. Now all of us that was asking, they're either dead or in jail. So what do you expect us to do now? Ask? Like, yo, like we miss this dude. They're like, I miss that dude, but I miss his influence on the human mind. He hasn't been able to influence my mind with new material since I was 7 years old. That's as long as I've been an artist. I've been an artist since I was 7. Started writing poetry at 7. I got on stage first time at 7. Tupac passed away. I was 7. Yeah. All right, pardon me. All right, so basically, the nature of this documentary, right? I'm calling this one Adolescence. Adolescence. Adolescence, adolescence, and adolescence. It's like a triple entendre spelled 3 different ways. Excuse me. This idea goes back to what being one of the first ideas I ever came up with. I was 18, fresh out of high school. Nasia was still alive. Nasia knew about this idea. Nasia Grover, R.I.P. to Nasia Grover Sr., R.I.P. to Nasia Grover Sr., Mother's Day 2008. He died with 2 other people in the car with him, Duran and Torrance, called him Tori. I didn't know Duran, but I saw Tori a few times in one of my classes. He would come in one of my classes or something, and he was always nice. He was always nice. He was like one of those like simple dudes, like just simple and nice. And simple is cool. When you meet somebody that's just like simple, like nothing complex, nothing like mean, nothing extra, just simple. Simply a good person, just simple. Yeah, what's up, man? Just just simple. Nothing extra, nothing, just simple and positive. Just too simple to be negative, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like not a bad simple. Like bad simple is like you negative, you simple minded, but simple is just, I don't know how to explain it. Like he wasn't smart enough to be negative, kind of thing. Like he didn't know enough to be negative. Like that kind of simple, where he only was just positive, just always smiling, and I never had a chance to really talk to him. Might have had a few exchanges, just enough for me to know this is a good guy. He was small, skinny. I'm small and skinny, but he was like my size or skinny like that, and just you know, just a nice person. And he was Duran's cousin, and so that was a double blow to the family to die on Mother's Day, to lose 2 members of your family, 2 men with no kids in high school. In high school, they died in high school. Uh, all right, so we do a moment of silence for those people involved in that story, and I'll definitely come back and do another video just talking about Nasia. Now that I'm doing this stuff, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's talk about Nasia. Let's make a video talk about Honey. Let's make another video talk about Joshua D. Hutchinson, the 3 friends I've had that passed away. And just thank God it's only been like 3. I know more people that I've met have passed away, but like I might not have heard about it or something. But as far as someone that was like really close to me, a close friend, hang out with all the time, Josh was my roommate, and I worked with him, so I saw him all day, all night. And so the nature of this documentary is to express all of the lessons that I've learned in my life up to now, and where they came from, and how they've helped me, and where I picked them up, and how I implemented them. So that's what it's going to be about: the lessons that I learned. Then we're going to go on to the secrets that I learned. I'm going to break down all of the secrets. Like, first thing you have to realize about me is that my name is Chad Xavier, and I am a human unicorn. I am literally like one of the most unique people you'll ever meet in life. I'm just that much of me. I'm just me. I'm never going to be anything other than what I am, unless I want to be that. then I'm striving for that. But I'm not going to be anything less than what I am. I'm never going to pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not a fighter. Uh, I'm not a gangster. I'm not a thug. I'm not a street nigga. I'm not a hood person. I'm not a criminal. I'm not a boxer. I'm not a, uh, I'm a nerd. I stay in my lane. If I say something that offends you, I'll apologize. Immediately. I don't want any drama. Just sometimes, depending on the topic we're talking about, I'll get really passionate. And you're like, hey, Chad, you're getting too wound up. So calm down. Like, I apologize. It's a sensitive topic to me. I'm getting passionate. I apologize. It's the conversation that I'm angry at. It's like I'm like, what? Like what? Like what? Like calm down, man. My bad, man. We talking about some wild stuff. I get real because I study this all day, all night, kind of thing. So I'm ready for this kind of conversation. But you're not ready for it. I'm ready to really go back and forth, but you might not be. You might not be, depending on what we're talking about, JFK or something. So I'm gonna make this documentary just all about the lessons that I learned, and what I did was, because I do a mixture of writing and freestyling for my anything I'm creating. So for the most part, um, so I wrote down a list of 24 lessons that I learned, 23, 24 lessons that I learned. I'm gonna read the whole list, then I'll come back. That's how we'll do it. Like, you'll have these segments where I'm reading the list I just wrote. These are topics we are going to discuss. Then I will give each topic like its own video, and like just kind of maybe ramble on it for a long time and chop all of that up into the documentary, to where it's like, okay, with just these 24 topics, depending on how many minutes you give each topic, let's say you make a 10-minute video on each one, just at least for the first round. You can always come back. That's why I say, like, what if I decided to talk on each one for 30 minutes? Give myself 30 minutes on each one. That should be enough to give most of what I'm trying to say out. Um, 30 minutes each one. So far, we got 25. I should say we moved that up to 30. 30 minutes each one out of 10 is 300 minutes. 300 minutes is about, but 2 hours is 120 minutes. 300 minutes would be like more than double that. What did I say? I said 112 minutes. 112 minutes, 160 minutes, 2 hours, 120 minutes. My bad, 120 minutes, 2 hours. For every 120 minutes. Hold on, let me think. How are we gonna do that? We got 10 topics. Talk on each one for half an hour. That's a lot. That's 1 hour every 2 topics. 5 times. It's 5 hours. If I talk on each topic for 30 minutes, that is 5 hours. So yeah, we're looking at easily like another 12-hour documentary. Boom. Then that's a whole series, of course. I would keep chopping all of that footage up into long documentaries. Then I would go back to the footage and chop it up into really short videos, scene by scene of the movie. Then make little skits and trailers from the footage of the funny moments and stuff. Oh, this was funny. Put this together, trailer, this and that, or whatever. So that's what I'm thinking. Like, this would be an ongoing series where I'm just constantly updating the lessons that I've learned from life and trying my best to use those lessons to help out the future generation. So the the target audience of these tapes is just anybody in the future, really. You know, it's really like for me being 32 now, really just trying to focus on spreading the information to kids, to children, young teenagers, young adults, preteens, as young as we can catch them, because by the time you get 18, you're gonna kind of be stuck on stupid, honestly. Like, watch. When you're 18, you're gonna be a lot dumber than you think you are. Real talk. When you're 18, you're gonna think you're like the smartest person in the room, and you're probably not. Yeah. So, you know what I'm saying? Because the smartest person in the room doesn't even want to be identified. I don't even want people to know I'm the smartest motherfucker in this room, dog. Like real shit. Like I'm not supposed to be here. Like nobody else is gonna tell y'all that shit, but I'm not supposed to be here. They tell me that all the time. Like I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm paying my dues. I can't say I'm not supposed to be here, but just know I'm not supposed to be here. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like meant for like way greater stuff than this, and like you are too, but you're not convinced of it yet. I'm convinced. I don't need you to convince me that I don't need to be here. I have complete strangers, like pastors, talk to me for like 5 minutes. Then they tell me you're living below your means. I'm like, and I'm 23 when he's telling me that. I didn't understand what he's telling me. Like, that was the same month I bought the Bitcoin, 2013. I bought 3 Bitcoins at $88 around that same time. This dude tells me I'm living below my means. Like he said, I'm living below my privilege. He said, you are living underneath your privilege. Real shit. I am so privileged as an individual of what I'm capable of doing. I was seriously living below my privilege. I was not taking advantage of the privileges that God gave me. And during that time, of course, I was like dealing with the depression and not fully knowing where it was coming from and how massive it was going to become. And I just didn't know. Like you see it in my writing back then. I write my poems, I write my stuff, and I talk about how I feel so unappreciated by my family or this and that. And you could tell like there was always a sadness. You could read it in my writing. You can always see like there was a deep. I was always a deep sadness because that stuff had happened to me a long time ago. So it was always there. Those feelings were always there of what happened to me. I was sexually traumatized as a child. Basically, man, I had a lot of sexual trauma, man. I had lot of a lot of regrettable sexual encounters as a child, and it's just totally screwed my brain up. It just totally just felt like I was thrown in radioactive water. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I was thrown in radioactive goo, bro. Goo, bro. The goo, right? Like I felt like I was just, you know, I didn't even know what was hitting me back then. Like the trauma had been repressed, thank God, for a very long time to where right after the trauma really stopped, I was about 15. Um, that's when I realized, what was I going to say? That's when I realized that I had been through something horrible. And I was just kind of praying that I could block it out. And it worked. It definitely did block it out for 12 years. And that 12th year was about 5 years ago. So for the last 4 to 5 years, I've been consciously dealing with this pain every single day, all day, nonstop. It just never stops. And anyone around me, they can't understand why I'm always zoning out. Like I got the 1,000 yard stare. Like You know what I'm saying? Like, um, um, I, I've been dealing with it nonstop. So I'll be around. All right. Okay. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh, excuse me. What was I gonna say? I don't even know. What was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? I don't know. Um, what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? Uh, I was just saying like how what was I saying? I was saying I'd be around other people, man, and I fuck around and hit that stare. Like for me, when you're around me, you have to keep me engaged. You have to interact with me. If you don't talk, then I'm not gonna talk. Because you don't want to talk. If you want to talk, then I'll talk. You know. So if you're not talking, I'm not really gonna talk because you don't want to talk. Clearly, you would talk, and if that happens, I'll zone out immediately. Boom. Oh, you're not talking? All right. Now I'm just thinking. Just gone. Lost in thought. 1,000 miles away. Pew! Go. Just go. People can see it at work. Older people would tell me at work, like, oh, he's 1,000 miles away. Oh, gone. I'm like, you got to touch me. Like, Chad. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, yeah, you're 1,000 miles away. I'm like, yeah, bro, it's automatic, dog. I'm traumatized. My automatic neutral is just traumatized. That's my fucking neutral, bro. Just back to just traumatized. Just staring at shit like it's a fucking bear. Like just pissing myself, not even moving. You just hear that sound, like rain hitting the ground. So so that's how we're gonna start this off. We're gonna start this off with this intro or whatnot. It's just all right. Welcome to Adolescence. Adolescence. It's gonna be an ongoing, documentary series. And me just documenting, the lessons I've learned and trying to break it down for the future generations. I'm giving up on my generation and the generations that came before, and maybe the one or two that came right after, because they're old enough to know that they know everything. So there ain't no point in trying to help them. They can just, for all I care, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even like gonna do that anymore. Why are you trying to teach somebody over the age of like 18? Like I don't believe you can really teach over the age of like, by the time you turn 15, your mind's gonna be scrambled eggs. You're just gonna have the brain of a peon, just normal average. If you're just normal average, by the time you're 15, you're gonna just be like stuck on stupid, and you're probably not gonna make too much progression in maturity and mindset in between 15 and 18. 15 is where the deepest thoughts I had started popping up at 15. Once I hit 15, oh, it was a wrap. I was super duper freaking deep for 15. Like freshman year, I'm hanging out with seniors, you know what I'm saying? Sitting down with seniors in the class and stuff, and they'll deal with me. I'm a freshman. Ain't no seniors about to hang with no freshmen, but my brother was a senior the year before, and he was cool with them. So they were like, "Oh, you're Justin's little brother. You're the varsity quarterback's little brother." Like, so they embraced me. I have some clout. He's not that bad. He's just the nerd brother and just kind of goofy and just, I'm like the funnest brother. My other brothers, they're not fun. They're not fun. If my other brothers are fun to you, then like we just like wouldn't get along. Like you're either gonna like both of my brothers or one of them or me. You're not really gonna be that much of a universal personality to where you can click with both of my brothers and still click with me. If you click with my oldest brother, then you're not gonna click with me. And if you click with Justin, you can click with me, but you know, like I said, my brothers are street niggas. I'm the nerd. So if you like street niggas, hang out with my brothers. If you like to learn shit, you come to Chad. Chad, what are you studying now? Haha, you don't want to know, dog. I do. And I don't want to tell you. Who cares what you want to know? Right? Who cares what you want to know? Who cares who you want to see? Who cares where you want to go? Who cares who you want to be? Who cares what shirt you wearing now? Who cares if you eat cows? Who cares if you say now? Who cares if you play WoW? Right? Who cares if you climb trees? Who cares if you scrape knees? Who cares if you kill ants? Who cares if you chill pants? Oops, I meant who cares if you chill dance? Oops, I meant who cares if you will dance? Oh, oops, I meant I ain't got no steel pants. Hey, so yeah, man. So we're just like, getting back in the groove of just like, being happy and spreading positive energy, positivity, positivity, right? Like, so look at all that. Hey, that was supposed to be one of these things I wrote on here. It was like, don't be an ass washer. Don't be out there in the world looking at ass. Because that ass ain't looking at you, boy. Nigga said, don't be out there in the world looking at the ass. Because the ass ain't going to be out there looking at you. You out there looking at the ass. The ass looking at your cash. Oops. Who cares if you tie your shoes? Who cares if you cry the blues? Who cares if you subdue? Who cares about new? Right? Who cares if you walk your dog? Who cares if you talk to hogs? Who cares if you stock small? Who cares about Marshall Falk? Hey, shout out to Marshall Falk. I'm just saying, your name rhymes, bro. Hey, look, bro. Like, your name rhymes, bro. Look, bro, it rhymes, bro. It rhymes. It rhymes. I'm a rhymer, all right? I ain't shit unless I'm rhyming, bro. Your name rhyme. What you want me to do? I need you to use it. So I took your name and plugged it in my bar. You got a problem? It's time to pop the trunk, nigga. Hey! You ain't got nothing in that beat but it's bedtime. Hey! Right? 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 Shout out to Jamali. He said that to me one time. He was smoking weed in the office and got caught, and I brought it up. I brought it up to him. He didn't like that. Don't ever bring that up again. Right? Right? Like, nigga, like, you like 5 years younger than me. Shut your bitch ass up. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Like, your default face just looks stupid. Like literally, nigga has his lip open. Like, bruh, somebody's gonna stick a dick in there. You better close your mouth. Oh no. Oh no. And I know his last name. Jamali Mitchell.